Hello dear students, myself Dr. Shrikant Verma, Director Simple Medical Academy. First of all, again thank you all the dear students from every corner of the world who are giving the great response to the videos. So as in the previous lower limb video, we have seen that what are the various compartment of the lower limb, what are the various parts of the lower limb. Yes, thigh, then leg, and then foot. Then we have completed the thigh portion with the three compartments. Yes, the thigh was divided into the anterior compartment, posterior compartment, and then medial compartment. We have seen there were the 5 muscles in the anterior compartment. Just revising for your practice again one time more, that sartorius was the first, then second one was the rectus femoris, then 3 vastus muscles. What were the 3 vastus muscles? Yes, vastus, medialis, intermedius, and then lateralis. So these were the 5 muscles of the anterior compartment of the thigh. After that, we have discussed about the muscles of the medial compartment of the thigh. They were the 3 adductor muscle. Yes, adductor longus, brevis, and the magnus. We record these muscles with the trick, with the mnemonic of the LBM. Just like the LBW, the trick was the LBM, longus, brevis, and the magnus. And 2 other muscles of the medial compartment were the gracilis and the pectineus. So these were the muscles of the medial compartment. After that, we have discussed the muscles of the posterior compartment of the thigh. Yes, the posterior compartment of the thigh were divided into the 2 parts, upper part and the lower part. Upper part was known as the gluteal region and the lower part was simply known as the back of the thigh. The muscles of the gluteal region were the gluteus muscle. What were the gluteus muscle? 3 gluteus muscle. Gluteus maximus, then gluteus medius, then gluteus minimus. After that, there was one pear-shaped muscle that was known as the piriformis. Below to that piriformis, there was obturator internus with 2 gemelli, superior gemellus and then inferior gemellus. And the last muscle was their quadratus femoris. So these were the muscles of the posterior compartment of the thigh in the upper part or the gluteus region. After that, in the next video, we have seen the muscles of the back of the thigh, which were also known as the hamstring muscles. Yes, these hamstring muscles was 4. Yes, these hamstring muscles were 4. What were the 4 muscles? Yes, first was the semimembranosus, then semitendinosus, then next was the long head of the biceps femoris, and last one was the ischial head of the adductor magnus. So these were the 4 muscles of the back of the thigh or hamstring muscle. And we have Hilton's law. We had applied the Hilton's law. According to the Hilton law, the nerve of the anterior compartment was the femoral nerve. So all the muscles of the anterior compartment were supplied by the femoral nerve. The nerve of the medial compartment was the obturator nerve. So all the muscles of the medial compartment were supplied by the obturator nerve, while the nerve of the posterior compartment, or better is the back of the thigh, that was the sciatic nerve. So all the muscles of the posterior compartment, back of the thigh, that is the sciatic nerve. So after that, now we are going to start the leg portion. We are going to start this leg portion. Again, what is the leg? From the knee joint up to the ankle joint part is known as the leg. Just like the thigh part, the leg part is also divided into the few compartments. Yes, it is divided into the 3 compartments. But we will also study about the 4th compartment in the leg. So how we can create the basics for the leg and this compartment? For this, we are going to draw on the board. Yes, this leg, suppose just like the previous video, just like the trick of the anatomy, we are going to draw the image of the leg. Yes, outermost layer is the skin. Definitely outermost layer is the skin, and after the skin we get the superficial fascia. Yes, what is the superficial fascia? Again we are revising the condensation of the loose connective tissue. The condensation of the loose connective tissue is known as the superficial fascia. Yes, after this superficial fascia we get the deep fascia. Yes, suppose this is the deep fascia. What is the deep fascia? Condensation of the thick connective tissue. The dense layer just below the superficial fascia is known as the deep fascia. So this is the deep fascia. After this deep fascia, we will get the muscles and the bone. But here there is, yes, here there are the two bones. Yes, suppose this is the tibia. Yes, as you know, the tibia is subcutaneous on the medial side. This is the medial side, and suppose this is the lateral side, this is the anterior side, and this is the posterior side. So this is the medial side, and the medial bone or the preaxial bone of the lower limb is the tibia. And yes, the medial surface of the tibia is subcutaneous. You can feel in your leg, the medial part of the tibia is subcutaneous. That's why there is the no compartment. But later we will see on the upper part of the tibia, on the medial side, there are few muscles which are known as the gyro muscles. They are included in the medial compartment. We will study later, but this is the tibia. Now there is the one more small bone on the lateral side, that is the fibula. And as you know that tibia and fibula both are connected together by one membrane. Yes, what is the name of this membrane? This is the interosseous membrane. What is the name of this membrane? This is the inter, means in between, osseous means bones, and just this is the membrane. That's why this is the interosseous membrane. Now in short, we will indicate this interosseous membrane as IOM. So why it is known as the interosseous membrane? Because this membrane is situated between the two osseous, between two bones. That's why this is known as the interosseous membrane. Yes. Now there are the few other modifications of the deep fascia. What are these modifications? Yes, there is the one septa. As we have seen in earlier videos, these are the partition between the muscles. That's why these are known as the intermuscular septa. So this is near the anterior side. That's why this is known as anterior. This is known as anterior intermuscular septa. Why? There is another septa on this little posterior side. So what should be the name of this septa? This is known as simply posterior intermuscular septa. Yes, these are the partition, these are the septa between the muscles. That's why intermuscular partition or intermuscular septa. So in this way, the leg is divided into the three compartments. Yes, the leg is mainly divided into the three compartments. What are the three compartments? You can see this is the anterior compartment. Yes, this is the small lateral side. That's why small lateral compartment. And yes, this is the most bulky and the largest compartment of the leg. That is the posterior compartment. But again, here is another one twist, that there is the modification of the deep fascia. Yes, what I am telling you, there is the modification of the deep fascia which will divide this posterior compartment again into two parts. Few books also mentions into the three parts, but mainly for the our facility, for our convenience, we are reading the two compartment. What are the two compartment? Yes, they are the superficial and deep. There is the one modification of the deep fascia from here up to the here, and another modification of the deep fascia from fibula up to the tibia. So in this way, this large posterior compartment, it is divided into the two main parts. What are the two main parts? This is the superficial posterior part. Yes, this is the superficial posterior compartment, and this is the deep posterior compartment. Yes, this is the deep posterior compartment. So these are the two compartments. Again, I am telling you, few books mentions three compartments: superficial, middle or intermediate and the deep compartment. We will see later there are the three muscles in this superficial posterior compartment. They can be remembered with the trick Gossip GSP, gastrocnemius, soleus and the plantaris. They are the muscles of the superficial posterior compartment. In the deep compartment, we will read another muscles group in which the tibialis posterior is occupying this deepest portion and another muscles are lying at this part. So, but for our convenience, we are reading this is the superficial posterior compartment and this is the deep posterior compartment. So, yes, what are the name of this special modification of the fascia? These are known as, yes, superficial because it is more superficially. It is running in the transverse direction. That's why transverse, superficial, transverse, and these are the fascia which are forming the partition. That's why these are known as superficial, transverse, facial septa, and this is known as deep transverse facial septa. Okay, so yes, this is the simple way to draw the various compartments of the lower limb leg part. Again, I am telling you, mainly it is divided into the anterior compartment, lateral compartment and the posterior compartment. And posterior compartment is divided into the superficial posterior and the deep posterior. But we will see one more compartment, that is the medial compartment at the upper part of the tibia. Yes, the tibia is on the medial side, subcutaneous throughout except at the upper part. At the upper part we will read there are the three muscles are getting insertion. So there is another one compartment, medial compartment of the leg. Again, this posterior compartment is divided into the mainly into two parts with the help of the two septa. This is the superficial transverse facial septa because it is running superficially, because it is transverse in direction, because it is the part of the fascia and it is making partition between the muscles. That's why septa. So this is the superficial transverse facial septa, while this another one is the deep transversely in direction. That's a transverse. Again, it is the part of the fascia. That's a fascia and the septa. Okay, so this is the deep compartment, deep posterior compartment. This is the superficial posterior compartment. Why I am telling you detail? Because in the recent AIIMS May 2018 exam, just few weeks before, there was one question, and the question was which part of the leg, which compartment of the leg, or there was no mentioning about the leg or the thigh. They just asked which part of the lower limb is not having neurovascular bundle. Yes, the question was which part is not having the neurovascular bundle. So our first question, what is the neurovascular bundle? Yes, the neuron, the nerve along with, yes, what I am telling you, neurovascular, the nerve along with the vessels. Yes, again, what is the vessel? Yes, vessel is artery plus vein. So the bundle of the nerve, vein and the artery, they are running together. That is known as a neurovascular bundle. So again I am telling you, what was the question? The neurovascular bundle is absent in which part of the lower limb? Or maybe there was the leg, or there may be the thigh. But the question was not mentioning, few record basis is saying this fact. Okay, so just to see in the leg what is happening. Anterior compartment, we will see the nerve of the anterior compartment is the deep peroneal nerve, and the artery is the anterior tibial artery. So easy. Vein is the anterior tibial vein. Yes. So what are the neurovascular bundle which are situated in this anterior compartment? They are the, yes, definitely your answer is the deep peroneal nerve along with the anterior tibial vessels, means anterior tibial vein and artery. Okay, fine. Now we will see in the lateral compartment. In the further video we will see in the lateral compartment the nerve running, that is the superficial peroneal nerve. Yes, superficial peroneal nerve is running there. Okay, yes, there are the artery, but these arteries are coming from the posterior compartment. So particular there is no artery for the lateral compartment, but yes, there is for the veins, the veins are present. Okay, so there are presence of the neurovascular bundle in the lateral compartment is shown. This was the second option. But now come into the posterior compartment. The next two options were superficial posterior compartment and the deep posterior compartment. Yes, as I told you, in the superficial posterior compartment, the muscles are present gauzy. G for gastrocnemius, S for soleus, P for plantaris. Okay, the nerve is not present here, which are supplying to these muscles. But the nerve and the arteries are coming from the deep posterior compartment. Yes, the nerves are present here. Here is the location of the sural nerve and short stiffness vein. So these are the nerves, but they are cutaneous. They are on the skin. They are not related with this superficial posterior compartment. So your answer was superficial posterior compartment is lacking of the neurovascular bundle. Sir, what about the deep posterior compartment? Yes, within the deep posterior compartment, there is the presence of the nerve. Which nerve? Tibial nerve is present. Along with the posterior tibial vessels, means posterior tibial vein and the artery. Along with this, there is the also presence of the peroneal artery and the veins. Yes, this peroneal artery and the veins, they also supply the lateral compartment. Again, I am telling you, the lateral compartment is not having any kind of the artery, but it receives blood supply from the deep posterior compartment. So again, this deep posterior compartment is also having the neurovascular bundle. Yes, the anterior compartment is also having the neurovascular bundle. Yes, lateral compartment, it is also having the neurovascular bundle. Okay, but this superficial posterior compartment, it is not having the neurovascular bundle. The nerves are present, but they are the subcutaneous. They are the cutaneous sensory nerve. They are not the motor nerve. There is the no artery for this superficial posterior compartment, no vein for this superficial posterior compartment. Yes, short stiffness vein is present, but again it is the subcutaneous. Again it is running in the fascia. It is not related with the superficial posterior compartment. So in May AIIMS 2018, the answer of the question, which compartment is not having neurovascular bundle, your best answer is the superficial posterior compartment of the leg. Okay, so yes, this is all about the basics of the leg part. Now we will do discussion in detail in the further videos. So thank you very much all the dear students. Kindly like, share, subscribe the video and spread these videos more and more to every corner of the world. I am very thankful for all the students of the world who are giving the great response and beautiful comments for the video. Thank you very much. Subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon for notification on our simplified medical and motivational videos.